Facebook has been sharing the artwork of Steve Cutts, an illustrator whose work criticizes modern life. He has done images of scenes such as zombies glued to their phones, a man whose body has become a couch with machines hooked up to him, feeding him cheeseburgers, cigarettes, Coca-Cola, and a huge vat of medicine. Probably one of his most popular images is of a hipster who is pooping out dollars, which is eaten by a businessman who in turn is pooping out our favorite brand name items eaten by the hipster. The point that Cutt is trying to make is that our world is driven by capitalism, consumerism, and materialism. We are addicted to the concept of more is better. This speech is talking about our obsession with newer, better, more, and directing it to a solution that creates genuine satisfaction. If we, slaves to the capitalist system, keep our cravings strong, but change the focus from phones and cars, property, to our properties, the whole world would reap the benefits. No one needs a college degree in order to ponder these questions. I am speaking to you without one, but I am confident that I am still qualified to speak on this subject. Why? Because we are all in this together, and all of the life on Earth is affected by our human qualities. Consider the question, what human quality do we need more of and why? Many answers could pop up, such as love, peace, happiness, but all of those answers have the same root, and that root is called compassion, which means to see suffering and then to deeply desire to help lessen as much of it as you can. On Facebook, we watch videos of turtles helping each other flip right side up, of dogs who refuse to leave their owners' hospital beds, and of elephants acknowledging specific people who helped them years before. These are acts of compassion. We like it when animals do it, and we should like it when humans do it too. Compassion is a quality that everyone could use more of, and we need to have more of it for ourselves, others, and other forms of life. We need to have more compassion for ourselves. Let's look at an example. You promised yourself you were going to pay rent before going to the beach. You didn't want to have to deal with finding another branch of your bank or going to the post office. Later, you park your car, you see the seagulls and the crashing waves, and suddenly it hits you that you forgot to pay your rent. You have two choices now. You can get it in the car, get it over and done with, accept the time lost, and then happily return to the sand and sun. Or you could beat yourself up for forgetting, you could be rude to the bank teller, get back to the beach, and waste the rest of your day or the whole vacation beating yourself up over why you didn't pay the rent before. The point is, having internal compassion is not only a great time saver, but allows you more opportunities to be happy. Without having compassion for yourself, you'll probably take out your self-hate on others, making them miserable too. Which leads me to my next point, which is that we need to have more compassion for others. When we harshly criticize each other, we create a mentality of us versus them. This might be as banal as fights with a roommate, or more serious issues such as racism, torture, or mass murder. The more you or I choose to be unhelpful increases the chances that no one will help us when we need it. If you are an American, you have studied Benjamin Franklin's Join or Die cartoon of a snake that is cut up in pieces. Compassion works much the same way, that if we join together and are compassionate to each other, everything in the system becomes stronger and more alive. Least considered of all, we need to have compassion for other forms of life. Such as the venom from snakes, more than 66% of the medicine used for cancer originates from tropical rainforest, according to the U.S. National Center for Cancer Institution. Largely, except for kitten, puppies, and the occasional odd Japanese pet. Did you see the video of the penguin who walks to the fish market every day? We are apathetic to what is done to other forms of life. Thankfully, countries like New Zealand are changing the norm and passing bills such as the Animal Welfare Amendment, which recognizes that all animals can suffer and that it is our responsibility not to harm the animals we keep. Once we realize how integral animals and plants are to our personal lives, maybe we'll be more protective of their populations. You, me, and everyone needs to become more compassionate. Instead of telling ourselves that more things will make us happier, we need to have more positive qualities. When we help each other, everyone benefits. So post about it, talk about it on Facebook, and face-to-face. There is a wealth of learning material about compassion, such as the works by the Dalai Lama. But the easiest steps towards increasing your compassion in your life is to talk about it with your friends and family. It's a topic that increasing the awareness of it actually gives immediate positive results for anyone.